my name is Morgan and I'm the Youth Services Librarian here at the Radford Public Library, and your professor asked me to give you a little tour of what the library offers as part of their story times, and then how we can help you as students and then as teachers with our resources that we provide here. So for story times, I usually decide on a theme for the week to pick, and that's how I pick my books. So I do 2 story times, and I have story time for littles and story time for bigs. So the story time for littles, I read board books and sing some songs, and then in the story time for bigs, it's a picture book, and I also highlight our craft for the week in this video. So we are doing weekly craft kits, which I'll talk about a little bit later. So sometimes the craft matches the book for the week, but it doesn't always have to. I can't always make it work. And the little story time is for babies and those still interested in board books or don't have the attention span for longer books. So if there is a relevant holiday like Black History Month or Valentine's or Christmas, etc., then I try to match the books to the holiday, or like weather. You could also do dragons or dinosaurs. Last week I did Getting Ready for Bed as the board book story time, or opposites. So the picture books and the board books don't necessarily have to match in theme. I wouldn't maybe do a story time about getting ready for bed for the littles and then a story time about the same thing here. But if I can, I do if it's possible. For the story time for littles, for consistency, I have an opening and a closing song that always stays the same. So it'll be a familiar thing for returning people and they could sing along, but it's also pretty simple if you're new. So there are some simple movements to the songs that parents can help their little ones with, or if they're old enough, the children can follow them themselves. So the Storytime songs also include some ASL motions, so it's really simple, pointing to a watch, hand motion for opening a book, etc. Things that parents could point their baby's wrist to, or that the kids could do themselves. I also usually wear, and this isn't a good example, but I have a mask that has a clear opening that I wear during the videos so that the kids can see my lips, and it makes it a little more personal for them. Now, hopefully that won't be a thing that you have to worry about forever, but that is something that changed for us here. Along with the songs that I do in the little story time, I also like to include a rhyme, and I try to have that rhyme match the theme for the week. So if I'm reading books about winter weather, then maybe the rhyme is something about penguins and the Arctic. Just to have a little bit of that consistency there, just so it's a big cohesive program. To officially choose the books for my story times, again, like I said, I look at holidays, and I also will go for our new arrivals for inspiration, or I'll browse the catalog for a specific theme. So for Black History Month, I was particularly trying to find books like this, and I read one about Mae Jemison last week that was really fabulous. So that's a great way that you can use the catalog at the library for searching for themes or specific topics that you want to book on. So COVID has changed a lot for our story times. I know that this library was without an official youth services librarian for a while, and our teen services librarian took over and filmed a lot of videos, and they were amazing. But now, instead of pre-recording them, we are live streaming them. So that is a change, and that way there's a set time for people to attend, but it still stays up if they missed the time slot. But it's also at the same time as the story times used to be in normal times. So we have a schedule of all our live streams posted on the Facebook so everyone can be knowledgeable. Some resources that the library has that you can use as teachers, or just in your personal lives. We are changing and doing our summer reading program online. It was online last year. We'll have it online again this year, so that's something to keep an eye out for. We make browsing appointments, so children can come in and have a slot for half an hour to browse with their parents. We have weekly craft kits. So I mentioned those earlier. Those sometimes go with like the reading theme for the week and sometimes not. Like this week it's a strawberry related craft because I found out that Saturday is strawberry day. So figured why not go with it. And those are available throughout the week and they're usually pretty popular. So in regular times a craft would go with like the program for the Storytime for Bigs, but it's just a grab and go kit is what we call it. We also have Wonder Universe museum passes and state park passes that you can check out and use. And we also have like themed backpack kits. So there's fire trucks and there's weather and the human body and all different types. I think there's like transportation. So there's all different like themed kits that kids can really enjoy and can be checked out from us. So I was also asked to tell about some library outreach that we do as a library, and so we have been connecting with the middle school and high school and going up and reading with a librarian up there, and it's been like a book club during the kids' lunchtime, which has been really fun. We've done some recorded readings for elementary schools that are doing like a cohesive chapter book study and things like this. And we also used to do in normal times, we'd connect more with schools. So we'd have, with the Montessori school, Mine, Me, and Us. With the Head Start, there was a program called Beans and Rice, the Adventure Club, which is with local elementary schools, and we'd also have like community events that we would go to. So that's ways that we, as children's librarians and librarians, can connect with the community. So hopefully you guys have learned about what the library can do for you with our resources and how to kind of choose a good story time and make it a cohesive program for all